Hello and welcome everyone. This is Lakshay from ZEX Media and I have Anand over here at the Web Summit Qatar 2025, right? So hi Anand, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
So you enjoying the event?
Yes. I'm enjoying the event, and this is my first Web Summit in Qatar. And I did not know what to expect, but I've had a very good experience so far.
Great. And how's it been so going for you in Qatar? I mean, you probably had attended different set of summits all
Yes.
around the globe. This is your first time in Qatar. So how's Qatar treating you?
Qatar has been a very good experience for me. I've found Qatar to be more laid back, more warm in that sense. Dubai I've found comparatively much faster paced. It's very sometimes it gets crazy in Dubai, but Qatar I find a lot of families, a lot of kids, around. So it's a little bit slower, but I think it's great for overall holistic life, I would say.
Great. And what exactly are you here to portray for? Like, I heard that you been exhibiting outside
Yes.
uh, the mydesigner.gg.
Yes.
What exactly it is?
So MyDesigner is a subscription service, design subscription service that operates as, imagine something like a Netflix of design, where you start the subscription, you request for anything under digital design. So we operate under three domains. First is graphic design, which includes your marketing material, branding, social media posts, and stuff like that. The second domain is product design, which includes UI design, mobile apps, web apps, and the third domain is no code websites. So we build websites based on Webflow and Framer. So you can request for anything under these three domains, and we will execute them for you one at a time. And what we do is we work on a particular task. We keep working on it till you are happy with it. So if you say, and if you give a go ahead that okay, I'm happy with the result, let's move on to the next task, then we move on to the next task. So we have a queue of sorts, and you can place unlimited number of requests in that queue, and we'll work at one task at a time.
So it's like I just get my monthly subscription with
Yes.
the My Designer GG,
Yes.
right? And it's going to be my own designer who is going to handle all the
Yes.
stuffs that I have
Yes.
requested, right?
So essentially, think of it this way: you get an access to an expert team of designers for a monthly flat subscription cost.
So it's like completely my own designers,
Yes.
but I don't have to manage them.
You don't have to manage them.
It's your POCs who's going to handle them.
Yes. So the way we operationalize this is whenever we onboard a new client, we have one point of contact from our side who will be their relationship manager, and they will handle all the tasks that you place in the queue. And based on the kind of task that you place, for example, if it's a graphic design or a social media post, the relevant person from our team who is a graphic designer, who is an expert at that, will take up that task and execute it within 2 days. So we have a turnaround time of 2 days, and within 2 days you'll get the first response from us.
Right? So it's like a quick and easy solution
Yes.
for all my design problems. And I mean, I don't have to find a different designer each time I want a new work,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's like a hassle-free process of just coming to him and explain that these are the things I want, and he'll take care of the rest, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
How you actually visualize, like, what was the story behind the mydesigner.gg?
So actually, there's similar services that are there. This is not very common mode of working in the design industry. Normally, in our field of work, we take a project and we have a costing per project, and then we execute that as per the project basis. But what we've realized was the clients, sometimes in these projects the requirements keep evolving based on the market conditions. So it becomes very difficult for clients to understand and adhere to the what was originally decided while the project was being in the queue. So what we thought, what if the variable was not what if time was the variable and the cost was constant. In project we have time and cost both as the constants. We thought, let's have time as a variable and cost will be constant, so that whoever, an entrepreneur or any business person, will never have to think about the variability of the cost of design costs. The cost will be constant per month. They know what they have to plan, and they will only pay that much. and they can execute any number of tasks depending on the kind of task it is. It can be slower or faster. Like for example, if it's a website, it will take longer. If it's a social media post, it will take significantly shorter. So the time is only a variable, the costs are constant.
I think that's the best solution we could ever have,
Yeah.
because I've been having my core as well, initially from the design
Yes.
segment. So I know how the designers work, right? So they usually get a project and they give you a fixed timeline that these are the dates that
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
deliver the content, and these are the number of iterations
Yes.
that I'm going to do. But
Yes.
here, that barrier is like faded off, and
Yes.
you can just, the time frame is fixed.
Yes.
Like you have to pay for a month, and the designer will be yours, so you can do the n number of iterations to
Absolutely.
whatever the design that you did.
So what we found was the biggest barrier or the challenge for both the designers as well as the clients was clients, if they had repeating requirements or if they had evolving requirements, they were not being met because of the because of fixed projects. And if you've been a designer yourself, so you know that any project that you take, if you set a timeline, if we want to do this in 2 weeks, let's say, it never happens in 2 weeks. It never happens in 2 weeks. And then everybody is frustrated. The client is frustrated, the designer is frustrated that I have to keep my costs constant, so I have to finish it quickly. And the client is frustrated because they are not getting the output that they want. So now what we've done is, this is a very different kind of a model where it doesn't matter how long the project takes. The only thing is, if you want to continue working, you will continue the subscription. If at any point of time you think that okay, I don't have any more tasks, you can pause the subscription. Just like Netflix, you can pause subscription and resume at any point of time in the future.
Great. So speaking of timeline pauses and continues, here we had the fixed timeline of 3 days of the event. So the everything is constant, like 3 days, and the tickets are the same. So how you happen to have the evaluation of this event?
So the event has been, like I said, the Web Summit has been very good so far. The especially I like the fact that they have 1 day for startups to showcase their companies, and rest of the 2 days they can actually go out and network with other companies who are showcasing on that day. So I found this model very interesting, where it's a kind of a rotational model where everybody gets to meet everybody else. So I found that part to be very interesting and a good use of our time as well, given the event is only for 3 days.
I hope you have enjoyed the previous 2 days, because you've been roaming around. But today is your day at the booth, so I'll take a leave and let you enjoy the space at the booth. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for this great service. Right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support by ZEX. Thank you, Lakshay, for inviting me. And thank you, ZEX team. Very grateful to everyone on the team. Thank you so much.